Not sure if you anticipated this, but this is almost your college debut, if you will. How did you feel, once you were called to go in? I mean, how did you feel adjusting to the game itself?
I was ready. I had a feeling I had a feeling I was going to play this game. So I would trust it on my guys to back me up. They gave me they knew that I was going to play good. So I just went in, just trusted my fundamentals, my coaching, and I just executed to the best of my ability.
Great. And this is for Cade. Big game for yourself. Couple of firsts. Most reps, I think, for first reps and then first touchdown, and you had a long run of 24, 25 yards. How did you feel about those three things?
So it was just a product of reps and practice. We practiced really hard. Our B-back group, we're all very fun. We focused this week on all fundamentals. So those three things are just a product of trusting the system, trusting that what our coaches are telling us is the right thing to do, and then just playing with good effort. And I think that our whole B-back room played with ample effort today. So.
Ken Kraetzer, Sons of American Legion Radio for Connor Slomka. Connor, I just also that your game had 110 yards, touchdown in the second half. Morgan State defense was tough, but how did you get running room today?
I think you got to put this whole, as far as the offense's performance, you got to put it all on what the offensive line did. They absolutely dominated today. Morgan State played us really tough. They had a really good scheme, but Coach Davis just coaching the mob like he does. They always perform, and I'd say it's all pretty much due to them.
And your teammate at fullback, Sandon McCoy, had a big day with a 11-yard touchdown. Just tell us about the combination of his play and yours.
I think we complement each other really well. Sandon's a really good friend of mine, and I'm so proud of how far he's come this season, and I think he's just going to keep getting better and better.
It's like that's Elijah. You had an interception. Your defense struggled a little bit. They were able to complete some pass plays against your defense. But what did it take to change your defense so you were able to slow down the Morgan State passing game?
We just had to lock in and focus on what our assignment and fundamentals were. We came out first half and second half with low energy and not really focused on the task at hand. We were lucky to have stepped it up, and going forward, it's just not going to cut it. So we got to get correct.
I asked Christian Henderson just about the touchdown play, 80 yards to Ortiz. Just tell us about the play. That must have been a thrill for you.
Yeah. Our coaches drew it up on the sideline, so I kind of knew what to expect, and the defense gave me the look that we were expecting. So again, I just went through what I've learned in practice and executed it.
And Elijah, I know you said you guys came out a little slow, maybe low energy. Why do you think that was today, and what are the emotions after a win that you guys obviously had some mistakes along the way?
Couldn't tell you the reason for it. Like I said, that's going to have to change going forward. We shouldn't come out to any game low energy the way we did. Going forward, we're just going to have to lock it in. The next bye week, the week leading up to Tulane, we're going to be hard on each other, hold each other accountable for everything, and not allow another game like this to take place.
And Connor, same question to you. I know that you guys won by a considerable margin, but I'm sure you guys expected a lot more out of yourselves from this game.
Obviously we're not satisfied with the outcome of this game. The score looks favorable, but a lot of it, we could have, as an offense, we could have done a lot more to improve. We had a lot of self-inflicted plays that just killed drives, and we know that we could play a lot better than that.
And for either Connor or Cade, I know you guys had a lot of guys coming out of the fullback rotation today. Anthony Atkins, Kalen Bird, some guys that haven't gotten any playing time. What did you see as far as some of those guys that maybe haven't had that chance to play?
So I think it's just a product of our O-line, kind of like Connor said. It's a big trust thing with the O-line and the B-backs. I feel like any of us can go in there and really, if we just trust our fundamentals, the O-line's going to do their job, and the mob's going to get movement, and no matter who's in there, I think that we have the confidence to be able to succeed because of that.
John, do you have anything?
Yeah, you guys were down in the first quarter 14-7. What was the mood on the bench, and what did Coach tell you? Or you can't?
Monken said it straight. We can't say what he said though.
Anything else? Ken, Matt, do you have anything? Okay, Ken, go ahead.
Just for Elijah, just one I want to ask if you heard how Cam Jones is, and just some of the players who got in. We saw Cedric Cunningham, and it was nice to see Ryan Bellas have that interception late in the game.
Yeah, you know, Cam's doing well. He was able to walk off the field. He's getting checked out right now. Ryan Velez came in and did his job, did everything he was supposed to. Did a great job filling in after an injury like that. You know, sometimes the set guys are back, and everybody responded rather than reacting, and we were able to get the win.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
All right, Coach, you'd like to start with an opening statement?
Well, I'll second what I said at halftime and after the game. I don't know when I've been more embarrassed as a coach. I just did a terrible job preparing our team. We played as poorly as we played all year long, and we got to do better. And if we play like that at any point in any game the rest of the year, we're going to get beat.
Yes, Coach, how important was it to come out the start of the third quarter? You had a 10-play drive, 65 yards. You did score a touchdown, put you up, I think it was 31-14, but they came back and scored right away again. How important was it for you to get that first score coming into the third quarter?
Well, I thought we needed to come out and get a touchdown and kind of set the tone, certainly offensively. Disappointing, they went right back down the field. They just kind of had their way with us right on down the field, and threw the ball and hit that touchdown pass in the middle of the field. Again, we got to do a better job. I got to do a better job of making sure our guys are in position, and we're in a one high safety coverage, and he's nowhere to be found, and that's my fault. We got to have these guys where they're supposed to be. It's hard to make a play if you're not there. So that was the last of the scoring, finally, thankfully. But Charles, I'm not satisfied at all with the way we played. Not any bit of it.
Well, it's kind of interesting because after covering you guys for several years and winning games, I don't think I've ever seen the disposition of players coming out post-game as I did today. So I'm not going to ask you maybe to tell me what you said after the game, but I'm sure the PG version is better than the other version.
Well, I hope they're disappointed in the way we played. They should have higher standards for that. And like I said, I think that's the worst we played all year. Missed tackles, missed assignments, dropped balls, dropped punts, dropped kickoffs. We can't protect our passer. I mean, we threw it 7 times or 8 times. We completed one ball, one pass for 80 yards, hit him over the top. Other than that, he's running for his life. Oh, we can't get open. I mean, we got to do a better job. Coaches got to do a better job. Players got to do a better job. We all do. And I hope they're ticked off. I hope they feel genuinely remorseful about the missed opportunity to play better, because that means the standard is higher here, and it's not just me saying it. And I think the 4 guys that are up here, I think the guys in our locker room expect better out of us, and they should expect more out of me, and me expect more out of them, and we got to give that to each other.
Coach, Jabari Laws, you got hit from the right side in the second quarter, and then you got hurt, and you had to put in Christian Anderson. What did you think about Jabari's play before he got hurt, and then Christian going into the game?
I thought they both played hard, and there's going to be some things that we'll see. They missed a couple of reads, and had some things that I know fundamentally they can do better. We'll know better when we watch the film, but I think Jabari's really handled coming off the bench like he has and getting the starts in the last 2 games really well in terms of his poise and his confidence. And I was proud of Christian and how he went into the game and just took the reins and made a really nice throw and one touchdown pass, and he did some good things, ran the ball for some nice yards, and made a couple good reads with their guys. They were muddying those things up a little bit for those quarterbacks, but I thought they did a good job for the most part.
And on defense, Morgan State was trying to throw the deep ball, outrun your defensive backs. What is just a challenge in stopping those plays?
Back up. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we weren't getting a pass rush, so we're trying to play some zone coverage. The third touchdown right down the middle, we're in zone coverage. It's not blitzing them. We're trying to keep them in front of us, and they throw the ball down the middle. You hope you're going to pick the ball off. And we had some plays where we were trying to bring some pressure because, frankly, we weren't getting a lot of pressure when we were just rushing 4 guys, and we didn't get home all the time. And they broke some tackles. We had some chances to get them down on the ground on the sack, and their Lord knows how many tackles we missed today. And credit to them, they did a good job. And number 13 is a really good player. He got behind a couple of people this year, not just us. Unfortunately, they hit him when he got behind us. They didn't hit him when he got behind the other folks. But we knew that all week and had our guys prepared for that guy. He's a good player.
And just on offense, your running game 400 yards today, which is an accomplishment I think it's anyone. Sandy McCoy had a big game. Slomka had 110 yards. Christian Anderson ran 75 yards. How did you feel the mix of your running backs did today?
You're gracious to say that 400 yards against those guys was an accomplishment. No offense to Morgan State, but I don't know if I consider that an accomplishment. I think we averaged about 5 yards a carry, 5.8. So I promise you, it wasn't our fault. We didn't run very well. So as little as we could throw it, and as ineffectively as we were protecting our passer, we should have been running the ball for a lot more yards. But we didn't. We played a lot of guys. It was great to see a lot of those guys get in there and get an opportunity. And frankly, I'm glad to see those guys run the ball, because I'm going to find out who will go the right way and who won't jump off sides and who won't make foolish mistakes. Those guys are going to play. And that's our job as coaches to get them there. Either we're making them too complicated or our guys can't figure it out. I don't know what. But it sits squarely right here. So we're gonna continue to play a bunch of guys and find out who's gonna get the job done for us.
Coach, did you see the hit when Cam Jones made the tackle on Goodwin of Morgan State and both players were hurt? And do you have any updates on it?
I don't have any updates. It was a real high speed hit, but there's a lot of those in football. So I don't know what happened, and I didn't see it, watch the replay. I went right to those 2 young men that were on the ground, and fortunately, Cam was able to get up on his own power, and the other young man, was in good spirits when they took him away. So I'll get a chance to see him here in a few minutes.
And, the players said they came out today and they felt like it was low energy. Do you feel like it's something that you need to do or that the players need to do to get people more hyped for games like these?
It's completely my job to get them ready. But, I will tell you, it's very difficult to get a team up like it's the Super Bowl every Saturday. And it's just sometimes you just got to play and do your job. You're not going to be sky high, and it's hard to do that. It's hard for any athlete to do that. But it is my job to make sure that they are excited and ready to play. Emotion doesn't win the game. Execution wins the game. And we executed poorly in several different areas today, including coaching. I mean, the last penalty on the punt, that's embarrassing to me. We got guys running in there on defense. We got the punt return team out there, and there's 3 defensive guys out there, and they're running off late. We get a penalty for 12 guys on the field. That's my fault. That's embarrassing to me that we have that happen. It's a foolish penalty that shouldn't happen. So there's a lot of things got to get fixed, starting with coaching.
I think going into this week 5 bye, what do you feel like is the team's identity right now?
I don't know if we got one. I don't know if you can watch us and say, here's their identity. I'd like for our identity to be a team that is really tough and plays together, plays really hard, and wins on toughness and effort and execution of the fundamentals. But I don't see that right now. That's what I want our identity to be. It's my job to make sure we get them there. And we're going to need to against Tulane. We're going to have to play our best game of the year. They are super talented, really fast, very well coached, and they're sky high right now after that win they had on Thursday night against Houston. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
Coach, just ask you about Peyton Reeder. He got hurt apparently late in the game. How'd you feel? He had a couple holding penalties, which you mentioned on your offensive line, but they still had 400 yards. How'd you feel about their play?
Like I said, you can compliment me all you want, or our offense all you want, about 400 yards. 400 yards that's chump change, what it should have been. It should have been whatever we wanted it to be. Because when we're playing our best, we're hard outfit to stop running the football. And so, congratulations to us. We had 400 yards rushing. And we had a bunch of missed assignments and holding penalties and foolish penalties, jumping off sides. And, I mean, it sounds good in paper, maybe. Doesn't sound any good to me.
How about David Cooper, the kicker today, had PATs, had a 35-yard field goal. How'd you feel his game is coming around?
David played a good game. He did a good job. I'm really proud of him. He's a senior and has earned the opportunity to be out there, and he hit every kick. He did a good job.
John or Matt?
Coach, for you guys, obviously, as you talked about before, there's a lot of negative aspects of this game. Were there any sort of maybe certain single plays or single players, as you were mentioning before, that really stood out to you, or for you, was it just more about the final product and how that all kind of came together?
Oh, some guys made some really good individual plays. We had some interceptions. We had a caused fumble. That was a good play, certainly. And RT's running away from that guy on the vertical route when we hit him. I thought Christian made a good throw, and there's always, when you score 52 points, something happened for those points to get up there, and they didn't score 52, so we did some things to stop them, and some guys made some individual plays, and I don't know if there's a guy single out right now. I have to go back and watch the film. What I'm looking for is, when I evaluate the games, I don't evaluate the individual players at this point. At this point, it's how do we play as a team? How do we perform as a unit? Offense, defense, special teams, and it's a team game. Not one of those guys that had good individual plays could win the game on his own. It's all about what the 11 guys that are out there that are doing and how we play collectively. So I didn't think that was up to our standard. The expectations that we have for this program at this point in its history, that we didn't play up to the standards to meet those expectations. So that's as a team, and that's as much to do with me as it is any one individual player. And it is my job to make sure that we got them prepared and that they perform their best. And when they don't, I'm not just mad at them, I'm mad at me. And I'm mad at everybody in the program. It's us. The wins and losses don't go to one person. They go to a team. And so I don't think we played as well as we needed to as a team today. Good enough to win this game, not good enough to beat anybody else we play.
Coach is going to ask, you had Kelvin Hopkins in for one play that I saw, and so you held him out. Do you expect he'll be ready for Tulane?
I do. He was ready to go today. Maybe not 100%, but certainly could have played. We didn't want to do that. We've got a 7-game stretch coming up without a bye. So we've got a bye now. We need it. There's a lot of guys banged up. You mentioned the guys on the offensive line came limping out of there. A couple guys hurt today, so he was healthy enough to play. But we felt like putting him out there might set him back, and he may re-injure his leg, and so we decided we were going to hold him out and felt like we could play good enough as an offense with the other guys, and certainly should have been able to. It wasn't because we didn't have Kelvin. You know, there's some things he does, and he's got a unique skill set, and he's a really good player, and he's a good leader, and that's probably what we miss as much is just the leadership and confidence that he brings to the huddle. But those guys were perfectly capable of getting our offense going, and so we felt like that was the best thing for our football team.